Cancer, welcome to my channel, and this is your reading for the last 10 days of August. Okay, so Cancerians, if you're looking for the weekly videos after the monthly that I posted, they're not there. Don't look for them because I did not make them. I was out and I was busy, and there were certain personal engagements, so I couldn't record videos. Alright, so Cancerians, before I start, there are a few things that I need to tell all of you, okay, as a collective. You all watch tarot videos, astrology videos, but do you know how to watch those videos? Do you really know what to see? And why sometimes you resonate, why sometimes you do not resonate? The reason is sometimes you're seeing it by the wrong sign. Okay? Sun sign is something at the sun level, and sun is your soul. Sun is the way you're born with, the thoughts that you've been born with. But your soul, when you were born with, changes with your experiences, with your conditioning, with your education, with your upbringing, with the geography where you are. So your soul deep down remains the same, but sometimes unless we really are walking on the spiritual path, our real soul doesn't come out. Every one of us put on a show for the world. Not every time we do things at a soul level. Okay? So, when you're watching things at a soul level, you will resonate in the sense you'll say, yes, I know, this is happening. But the result may or may not happen, because that depends on your level of spirituality. How connected are you to your soul? Sometimes you are, let's say, a very good painter. At a soul level, you really want to paint, but you are actually working as a software designer or software coder. So, had you been a painter and had you watched the career reading and you're living your soul, it would have resonated more. But if you are a software engineer or an architect or somebody who, even a plumber, then you will not get the similar result, because that is not what you're doing. You're not doing what you are at a soul level. You could be a carpenter, but at the same time you're a very good poet. But you never practice. You write poems, but you don't show it to people. So there, your sun sign will resonate with something that you know deep down is right, but to the world it will never match. Okay? Moon sign is how you think. So moon sign depends on how your thoughts have been shaped over time. How your mother moon is your mother. So how your home and your mom has shaped your thought. You know, how nourished or how nurtured you were as a child. So that defines your thought process. So sometimes our thought process could be something, but we could be doing something because we are born to do something. So your thoughts might feel, I want to just simply fly like a butterfly. But in reality, you have to dig. You have to work in an oil rig somewhere in the Gulf countries, in Dubai. So then your moon level, even if it somewhat resonates, will not have 100% effect. Instead, the first thing you should watch is by your rising sign. And then you should watch by your moon sign, then the sun sign. Because your soul level, even you don't touch your soul level every day. So soul level is something you do not touch every day. It's only when you're meditating or you've started walking the spiritual path, you connect with your soul level. Else you don't. So watch them by your rising, especially with career, especially with money, because rising is something that you're doing. Those are your actions, your day-to-day actions. That's how you act. That's how you react. So the results will depend on your actions and reactions. So watch it by your rising sign. I'm going to bring out small astrological videos in very easy layman language, which makes you understand and interpret any tarot reading, any astrology reading. So next time when you watch them, you will know as a layman, what am I supposed to see and what am I going to make, how am I going to make use of it? Instead of, there are times, sometimes people ask me whether my ex will come back. Every person in your life comes back, but it depends on when was the first time you met that person. You want that exact date? Then you have to tell me that exact date when you met that person. Vedic astrology can actually tell you when you met that person and when you're going to re-meet that person if that person has left. And whether you're going to end up marrying that person or staying with that person for the rest of your life will depend on when you met that person. If you met that person when you were going through that cycle, when you were supposed to get married, then you could have been married with this person by now. And if you met that person during a time which was just the time, your growing years or luck and faith time, then that person will come back. But this time on a different date. So that date will depend on which date you met this person. But yes, everybody comes back. So when you say when, I've been waiting a month, I've been waiting 18 months, I've been waiting 9 months. Your months really don't matter because every planet matures at a different age. Okay? So Saturn takes, let's say, 30 years to mature. Your north node takes 18 years. Your south node takes 18 years. Mercury, on the other hand, Venus doesn't even take, takes about 250 days, not even a year. Mercury is even faster. Okay? So it depends on when you met and what was the planet that was affected. So then based on that can be done. But those are very in-depth reading. Okay? Cancerians, so you cannot get it in 24 hours, 48 hours. Then it has to be a lot of interaction. Those are your Vedic chart readings and they really, really dig into all the indents. Okay? So if you want more, the link is for my website is below. You can always write to me and I will guide you on what kind of reading you should go in for. And once you start following them, trust me, every tarot reading will make a sense for you. Whether it's mine, whether it's anybody else's, it will make a sense for you. All right, so Cancerians for love. Let's see. And there are certain things, Cancerians, where there is a remedy. Sometimes crystals, sometimes small actions, sometimes a particular ink, a particular color. And for certain things, they are supposed to happen. Nobody can change it. Free will doesn't work in certain houses. And in the other houses, your free will always works. Conditional. You will get a certain time for your free will. If you can take that free will within that time frame, you will get the result. Okay, that's a fun of astrology. And tarot is intuitive. Okay, because this is a general tarot. This is not one-on-one tarot. Okay, for love, Cancerians, this is you. This is the other person. And this is the outcome. Okay, and when it comes to your work, this is your situation that is happening. This is what you need to do. And this is the outcome. All right, Cancerians. Before I turn these cards, I'm going to first pull up the message from the universe and see what the universe wants to tell you or what nature wants to tell you. Okay? What the divine wants to tell you. What is it for love for my Cancerians? Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Oh my God. So abracadabra is the magic. So this is like the magician. So the magician has done his magic and now the magic has been given wings. So it's coming. Okay? It's coming. Now what is happening with your business, work, others, general? Philosopher's Stone. So again, it's about manifestation. It's powerful manifestations of wishes and goals by harnessing the universal energy. So as I said, I've been explaining all these things in the other videos, but strangely, in your video, I spoke about free will, I spoke about manifestation, and when I draw the cards, they both talk about manifestation. So manifestation is something very important for you this particular time. Okay? So last 10 days of August is the time when you can manifest, whether in love, whether in general. Everything happens for a reason. So people, Cancerians who are watching this, remember this is your time for manifestation. Now, in love, you are the Nine of Air. Okay. The other person is Justice. And the outcome is Five of Earth. Okay. Alright, Cancerians. Can sound a bit down, but get it. What has happened, what I feel with most of you or some of you, is that you've recently gone through a breakup or a fight. A fight of difference, a fight of maybe verbal or something to do with, because these are air signs, so you could have fought over the net. You haven't met face to face, okay? It could have been over the internet, it could have been over messages, but you both have fought, okay? And now you are expecting, it's like you're self-prophesizing all the bad things that can happen. Sometimes we do that. You're thinking about all the wrong things that can happen, all the wrong things that will happen, you feel. You're having sleepless nights because of that, thinking about those. So your person could be living in a different city or could be in the same city, but there is a distance built between you two. The other person I see is Justice, which is Archangel Raphael. Now this is about fair and just decisions. So maybe the other person has taken a decision. If you think with a very calm mind, you will find they have actually taken the right decision. It might sound very harsh at this point of time. Maybe that person, let's say a situation, I'm getting the situation that you were in a third party with somebody and you knew the person was in third party. Now that person has cut you off or has told you that, look, this has no future. So for the time being, I think we need to take a break. We need to stop it. But you are so in love with this person, you didn't want to let go of that person, knowing that this has no future. But the other person could see it, okay? The other person was standing for their beliefs. This could be a scenario. The other scenario is you were married and the other person feels you're just not the right couple for each other. And the person has asked for a separation, a divorce. And you are having sleepless nights because of that. Again, the person knows that yes, assets will be divided. Yes, there will be problems. But they know in the long run it's beneficial for both of you. They know that. So that's the reason they're slicing it off. They're cutting it. They're they're sticking to their beliefs. They're doing things what they know is right. And somewhere you know too, but you're not ready to accept it yet. Or, on the positive note, this does not mean always negative. On the positive note, there could be somebody who's just proposed, who've asked your hand for marriage, or asked you to take this relationship to the next level. And you're up in your mind because of that. You don't know whether you can take this relationship forward, whether you're ready for commitment, whether this person would be the right one for you. Such thoughts you could be having, okay? So in that case, Cancerians, the other person knows you better than whoever this is, whether for good or for bad, they know you better than what you know about yourself. that person knows deep down, as I said, soul level, emotional level, and action level. So action level, whatever you're doing, but they understand you at a soul level. They know what exactly you want or what would make you happy. Yeah, it could pain you. It's like, somebody pulling your teeth out. So it pains you, but the dentist knows that that teeth is damaged. It has to be pulled out before it's filled with the new teeth. So while that pulling part is this dentist who is doing this. And so you're feeling the pain, you're having sleepless nights. And once it's removed, you will feel the relief, but that momentary pain is what you're feeling. That's the reason I said your manifestation is getting wings. This is why your manifestation is with wings. So you are having good fortune and lucky chances. Maybe this person is leaving you, you will realize you come into better fortune. Maybe this person leaving you is opening lucky chances for you. Somebody better is coming towards you. Maybe this person marrying you, changing your fortune. Maybe this person taking your relationship to the next level is actually opening your luck. It actually happens. After marriage, if you follow Vedic astrology, your chart changes. Your ascension changes. You are a different person. Different planets affect you different way. So that commitment is very important. And if you are not married, then the changes will come. The changes will still come, but only when all the planets mature. So you could be coming at the age of 36, it could be coming at the age of 42. So you're never late to start fresh. This is the time when that thing is happening. So either somebody is clearing out of your life or somebody is coming in your life. But whoever is going out or coming in, if you go in with the flow instead of sitting and thinking about it, what you're getting is help from others. Okay? It's like, you are the baby who's just taking the first steps. You're wobbly. Your steps are wobbly. You don't know whether you could walk. But in a few days, you would be running. So you're just a baby who's just started to walk with a person or without a person. So this person could be a baby walker, or this person could be your parent who's just moved their hand so that you can walk without any support. Okay? So you have some financial worries. If it's a separation, a marriage separation, if it's even a long-term relationship separation, you have some money issues. Okay? Or even if, as I said, you could be in an affair, which could be a third party, and this person is moving out. Maybe you had lent that person a lot of money, or that person had lent you a lot of money, and you are in a money worry that what if now that they're moving out or we are breaking ties, what if this person asks for money back? Or how do I get my money back? Because I've spent so much on this person already. This person walking away, do they pay me back? So there are some issues with prosperity. But don't worry, because whatever decision the other person is taking is the right decision. So they will be fair. Even if you are getting separated, there will be fair justice for you. Okay? You will get your fair share. Whether it's person or money, you'll get your fair share, because this is what your oracle card tells you, or your advice card tells you. Okay? This could be for some people, you're starting a self-employment. Maybe you're not thinking about starting work after so many years because you have been married, you are so busy raising kids, taking care of family, you've always been in part-time jobs, but now you know that with the person moving out, you have to go for a full-time job. That would mean a new responsibility, which you haven't done for the past 12 years. So you have to restart again. That could be something happening with you. Okay, Cancerians? Now, when it comes to your general life, let's see what we have. In the current situation, you have the 6 of air. What you need to do is the moon. There's your energy. And what has come towards you is the Ten of Fire. Okay, so I see you getting busy. So for some Cancerians, I see you're going solo. You're going to start some business of your own, or start working again, or start a new job, a new business. Okay? And what is happening is you're growing spiritually. Philosopher's Stone. So you are now manifesting your wishes. Maybe at a soul level you were wanting that this happens. I mean, you wanted a closure, for good or for bad. But you wanted a closure. You didn't want this relation to be hanging. You didn't know whether they were in, whether they were out. So now you will know. They will either be in and then they will be invested in, or they will be out and then they're out. So when they're out, you know now you have to do things on your own. And when you have to do things on your own, then what is the next thing that you do? You pay attention to your wishes and goals. You strategize, you plan, right? That this is what I have to do next. Okay, this is where I have to start. So the first thing that is happening around you is Six of Air. Again, a lot of things in your mind. In love, you're not able to sleep. It's in the mind. It's not in the physically. Here also, it's in the mind, not physically. Okay? Things are looking up. Things are changing. Difficult situations are ending. Because this means Six of Swords. That means what? Moving towards calmer waters. That means what? You're leaving certain difficult situations, people, or places behind you. Or it could even mean a short trip. Something coming up for you. Something coming up for you which is going to change your future for the better. You could be going somewhere else, physically moving out of the house, physically moving out of that city, or you could be mentally moving out of a relationship, mentally moving out of old people around you. Okay? But whatever you're doing, you are actually going out of negativity, going into positivity, not the other way. Six of Air does not mean from positive to negative. It always means negative to positive. So whatever changes is happening for the good. If the person is staying and you're going towards a person, it's for the good. If the person is moving and you're moving away from the person, it's even for good. Okay? But whatever is happening for good. Now, what you got to do is the moon. This is Archangel Haniel. Okay? So this again, and I see a kind of synchronicity. Because in both, your mental condition is mental, air energy. Okay? All in your mind, your thinking, emotional level. In both, the other person or the decision or the advice is a major arcana. So that is something, even if the situation or thought is small, the change is big. Inevitable. So if the moon is here as your advice card, so this means look inside you. Look for things which are happening behind the scenes. Look for things secrets that you may not know. Look for the actual reason than taking things on the face value. Okay? So look for your intuition. What does your intuition say? How do you feel of this situation? Okay? And moon also means, because this month has 2 new moons and 1 full moon. So definitely with you being a water sign, which is impacted by the moon, and Cancer is naturally ruled by moon. Okay? So again, we'll talk about it in some other video. I'll tell you which house is ruled, or which zodiac is ruled by which planet. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. So your home, your emotions, because 4th house is not only home, it also means inner peace. So your inner peace is ruled by the moon. Moon is emotion. Moon is about what you're feeling. And with these new moons and full moons this month, 3 of them, definitely it's the time for manifestation, because full moon means Completion, new moon means beginning, new beginning. Okay? So there could be ending of old desires and rising of new desires and you working towards them. Overcoming your fears. Maybe you're overcoming your fears. There's certain blockages in terms of career. There's certain blockages in terms of your health. There could be some changes happening to you internally. Okay? And you're trying to kind of feel it. Maybe you're going through stress and you realize that this person is giving you stress, or this relationship is giving you stress, or this job gives you stress. So you could be coming out of it. You could be releasing it. You could be like, enough, I'll start something of my own. I cannot take this anymore. I was planning to quit, but I think now I will quit. Okay? Because you're moving. 6 of air, you're moving. So if that means you have to quit something, you will quit that. Maybe till last month you were thinking, should I not? Now you are. The outcome is the 10 of fire. Now this means too much of work, too much of responsibilities. You being a Cancerian, you have this habit of taking on too much of responsibilities, trying to nourish everybody, trying to nurture everybody. So that leaves you being the sack. Everybody comes and puts their package inside your sack, and you are like Santa carrying the big sack of responsibilities. So what has happened now with the relationship, with kids, with family, with work, everywhere? Because you were willing to take and you had kept your sack open like this, people have come and started pouring inside. And now your sack has become very heavy. You can't even lift it. Okay? So there's too much of work. Things are going out of balance. Your work-life balance is just gone for a toss. You're either working 24 hours or you simply have no work. So as I said, the moon was there, so maybe you could suffering from stress. 10 of fire also means stress. So for some of you Cancerians, get your blood pressure checked. Maybe past few days you're having, you're feeling giddy, you're feeling dizzy, you're feeling sleepy at the wrong times, you're feeling tired, or you're overeating. With the moon here, you could be overeating, binge eating. Okay? If you're doing all that, then go check your health. And go out. Go near the water. The best thing, the best remedy for any Cancerian or any water sign is just go out. Like if you want any wish to come true, okay guys, this is a small secret for all of you, okay? If you want any wish to come true, right in the afternoon when the sun is right in the middle of the sky, go out for 2 to 4 minutes. Stand in the sun where the sun is right on your head and the shadow is at your feet. Not the long shadow before you, not the long shadow after you. Okay, so not the rising sun, not the setting sun, but the sun is right at the peak. Stand there for 2 minutes and say your wish and come inside. Because that sun ray hitting right on your crown chakra will cleanse all the chakras. If you're doing pranic healing, Reiki healing, you'll feel it. Just for 2 to 4 minutes. You don't need to stand there for 30 minutes. Similarly, if you're a Cancerian and you are going through a lot of stress, in the evening, when the moon is out, not during moonrise or not during moonset, but when the moon is out, go out to your terrace, to your garden, to anywhere where you can see the moon, even near your window, and look at the moon. Look at the moon for 2 to 4 minutes. That's it. Your stress will come down. If you cannot and if you do not see a moon, then water. Any water body. Look at that water body for just 5 minutes. Walk till a lake, walk till a river, whichever water body you have, or if you don't have anything, there should be a tub of water. Fill the tub with water, okay, where you take a bath. Just fill that tub with water, dip yourself, immerse yourself for 2 to 4 minutes. That's it. Get up, comes in, you will be surprised at the change that you have inside you. Okay? So there's too much of responsibility on you, Cancerians, right now. You have taken them. Nobody has given it to you. You had your sack open. People kept pouring. It wasn't people's fault. It was your fault. So now it's time you close your sack. All your friends. Distribute the work. Okay? So it's time to give responsibilities. That is what is coming towards you. You will distribute work. Don't overload yourself. Do only that much that you can do. Okay? Alright, Cancerians, so this was your reading, and plus a lot of secrets and a lot of insights that I've given you. So wait for my other videos to come out, astrological secrets in the layman language, which will help you understand yourself much better. And I'll try to keep small remedies which you can do, so that, which you can just do simply sitting at home. You really don't have to do anything. Okay? And also, I'll be bringing out your September monthlies. Until then, I hope this all makes sense. And if it did, a small like, a small comment, I'll always appreciate that. Alright, Cancerians, see you next time. Bye.